When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain, and after he sat down, his disciples came to him, and he began to speak and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely. On my account, rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. So for anyone who heard all of what I just said and maybe didn't quite get it, well, there's a lot that was just said, but basic, acceptable rundown of the relevant ideas is that God loves retards. God loves retards. Very much. Anyway, let me get some OSTs. Here we go. I like this one. Not enough though. Nice. Now to get this up, so the people who type things get to be on my live stream. Really should have prepared more, but I was so excited. I was so excited to do a live stream. What will we do today? On this little live stream. I like this table. Hello, Dio. Dio is being active right now. Alright, Dio. So I think we're gonna need an index. Public. Now, let me do just. What's good, Mark? Welcome to the live stream. Currently working on this little system we have for shooting our rockets. Let me go over here so I can show that off. I'm on your overlay now? Facts. I'm glad that works. So here you can see we have all these like little kiwis. We target a bunch of them and then send a bunch of rockets out. What I want to do is I want her to shoot each rocket individually instead of shooting them all at once. That's the goal for this live stream. And yeah, that's the goal. You should peep the description. I made a little Discord server. You should join. I want to get all my buddies. I want to get all my friendos. But we gotta get back to work. We gotta get back to work. Hello, gamedev. What am I thinking? What am I thinking?
Ladies and gentlemen. Check me out, y'all. 8 shooting for 9, 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9, place 9. 8
Bags. Welcome. Nah, not a focus. What am I working on? What am I working on? I know what I'm working on. I need to find where I'm working. Why your screen is green a bit? Also, cool project. How do you make 3D models look pixelated? Well, I don't actually. All I do is I render. I render at 320 by 240. That's all. That's all it is. I can go in these project settings here. I could change it. I could make it like 640 by 480, and then it'll just upscale to whatever your monitor's resolution is. So that's so the game isn't like super tiny, but let's kind of see here how the game's higher resolution, but it's still at 1366, 768. Putting it back. Welcome S1ML USD from Kick. What am I thinking? Yeah, I keep distracting myself. I understand things, but I still don't understand why is your screen green. It's just how I like my text editor. I have a bunch of like little palettes. Can I change it? It's my preferred, it's a preferred color. It's a nice color to look at, you know? I have a green Mary. I have a green Mary right here. But you got it. Let me see. I'm looking for my the logic where I'm shooting Mario. There it is. Go to definition. I don't need this anymore. Got it. Did you make all these models yourself? Yeah. Good job, Mark. I saw. I said I saw. That's exciting. All my buddies, all my friends. Which software did you use? I use Blender. Like I can go in game right now. The most recent stream we did was a few hours ago. We were working on this table. You can see it here. Pretty much everything, like, there's some textures I didn't make, like this floor. I didn't make the floor texture. You know, I got it from, like, Texture Town or something. But all the models I've done myself. Made this, like, made all these little kiwis, and somewhere up here there's, like, kind of like a bug. I made, like, a little bug machine not that long ago. Appreciate all the questions. Love answering. This is probably my favorite I've done so far. But yeah, the software I use is Blender. For modeling, I use Blender. The game engine is Godot. Language is C#. And for music, I use LMMS. I'm gonna want to do something here. Probably. Is that cute black mobs? Cute black mobs. Let me see. Like, you're talking about this buddy right here? Moe. Oh, this little buddy, I called him a Moe. I'm running around. I can show you all the reference, actually the reference image or reference video I used to make that. Where is it? Based on, so good. Aw, thank you. Based on this little guy. This very loud little guy. Look at him go. You can see the resemblance. What's that from? I think that's Spore. A video game called Spore. But, what was I working on? I'm gonna do a for loop. And it's gonna be... That looks right so far. I don't know. No, it wouldn't be target count. It would be target's length. Yes. So we're gonna nullify. We're just gonna nullify this whole. Where do you rig and animate them? I can show. I can make models for you if you want. I use Blender too. I mean, I don't know if it's. I don't know if I posted it on Kick. There's a Discord server. You know, you could join it. You know, if you make a model and you post like a GLB or a Blender file in there, like, you know, if I have your permission, I'll use it. Absolutely. I'm not trying to like pay anyone to do anything, you know, and I'm not trying to like give anyone work, but especially not for free. But you know, absolutely welcome. You could post your work in there, and, even if it's not to share, if it's just to like show off what you're working on, show off what you do. You could put. Sorry, I'm trying to get my own link. But on where I rig and animate them, I can show that off. There we go. Blender. I open Blender really quick. Yo. My dog is. My dog's being a little bit of a brat. So for example, just for example, this is the model for Link. Is the character you play as. This is what she looks like. I could just move her around. She has all these bones. No, it's a very basic rig. I don't have like IKs or anything. I have this. I guess this is technically an IK, but that's just for to look at stuff. Other than that, it's pretty basic, honestly. Not a lot going on. But back to work, back to work. I don't like rigging. I used to not like rigging, but after doing it for a long time, hold on, my dog is. I think he needs to be let out. Yo. Yo. Alright. Got him some food, and I got him out. Also, welcome Iron Lung. YouTube. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't like rigging either, or I didn't like rigging, but I've done it so many times, and I'm kind of, I don't know, I've kind of learned to just go with the flow, you know what I mean? Um, I've reached a point where I honestly, I like all the parts of modeling. I don't like dislike any of it. But welcome Iron Lung. So, first of all, let's just see what this looks like. If anything breaks immediately, that'll be bad news. Oops. You post videos? Sometimes I do need to post more. I don't I don't know. I plan to. Maybe that's a good way to put it. I plan to, but and I have in the past, but not often enough that I'm gonna be like, please go look at my videos. But YouTube is primarily where I like, I guess, centralize everything. Not to imply that I neglect my kick.com account. I would never. So everything seemed to work just now. I got a friend coming over in 10, so I'm here for a short, sweet one. Alright, Iron Lung. I'm gonna try to make it a good 10 minutes for you. I gotta make sure it's worth it. So we're gonna want to change our shoe. Yeah. I think we can just rewrite the whole thing. Oh. Whatever. If Okay, I shouldn't have deleted. I should have commented it out. Made a mistake. I should have just commented it out. What is the idea of your game? Why do you develop this? That's a big question. That's a big question. I'm not sure how to answer it. I think a short way to put the idea of the game is that if you ever played Sonic Adventure 1, there's a character in that game you play as called E102 Gamma. And I think that the gameplay of that character is pretty unexplored. And I think that the gameplay of that character can be used in interesting ways that it hasn't been used. Um, and one of the ways that what I'm trying to do with that system of gameplay is, well, beyond just like recreating it, is I want to use this gameplay to simulate like an ancient like Bronze Age palace economy. I've been reading a lot about economics, and I think that that's a good place, right? Because video games are a lot about place. Video games are a lot about location, and that sounds like it's downplaying video games, but I don't think it is. I think you can communicate a lot with a place. You can communicate a lot more with a place than you can with a story, really. Like a story can have a place in it, and in the same way, a place can have stories in it. That makes sense. So that's the basic rundown. Is E102 Gamma, and I'm trying to use that to simulate a temple economy. I use Godot to only make 2D games. I like 2D games. I have a buddy named Torball that does mostly 2D stuff. Anyway, there. Position. Oh no. And then just gonna here. I don't even know why I typed it out. I'm just redoing this. So right now what I'm working on is instead of firing all of these things all at the same time, we're trying to fire just one. You need a good creative idea and start developing. If I was you, I'd quit from that project. I mean, I agree. I think most people aren't very creative. Um, like most people you find, at least most people I know who do game deving, like their idea of game deving is I'm just gonna make the most fun possible game ever, and then I'm gonna try to write a book with dialogue, and it's like they're just doing like two completely different things, and they're not engaging creatively with the medium like in any way. Sounds a little pretentious of me, but you kind of have to be pretentious if you don't want to be like. That looks right to me. And I don't like developing low quality stuff. Me neither. Me neither. That's like I don't know. Like my buddy Rally is hosting a game jam, and he tells me like, yo, you should join my game jam, but it's like I don't know, maybe if I was better at game developing, but I don't think I can make something that's like super meaningful or artistic in like 1 month. And I need more time, and I don't just want to make something for the sake of making it. I want to make something that's like useful and has some kind of meaning. Some kind of artistic purpose, you know what I mean? I appreciate a little pretentiousness. Let's see how this works. What I'm expecting is that this will just fire single projectile. Oh yeah, Iron Lung. I forgot to read your stuff, Iron. I saw those videos you sent me. I like those. I like the phone camera. I'm helping some friends who tries to make a game like Growtopia or Pixel Worlds. I don't know. Did you guys heard that games before? It's 2D pixel platformer. I just had a stroke. My bad. No, I haven't heard of that game. Let me look it up. Growtopia. It looks kind of interesting. It's like a is it kind of like an idle, like a cookie clicker type game? That's what it looks like. Well, I guess you said it's a platformer, so I guess I'm wrong. It looks kind of interesting. Okay. So it's just shooting at the first target. now we can go down here. Here we go. Somewhere like here. Good gun blend is you either press the attack button or layer greater than 0. In Growtopia, you can do whatever you want. You can lock your world and design however you want, or you can visit other people's worlds and do grinding. Every block has seeds, dirt block has... Every block has seeds, the dirt block has dirt seed, and when you break a block it drops stuffs and seed with low chance. That's the game logic. And every seed has its own growth time. Okay. I was also doing commissions for some Roblox devs, like modeling their concepts or doing rigging, making VFX. Anything you could think I was making for them with some price. Alright. Sounds like good work. Sounds like good practice. Thinking right now. How old are you? This white boy is fresh in his 20s. Fresh in his 20s. Thinking about what we do here. What do we want to do? Iron Lung. Yeah, I'm fresh into my 20s. I just turned 48. Huh. My link broke. I got you. I got you. Alright. And it's about me, I guess. That's fine. How am I gonna do this? So, you just released the attack. I think it should be or. Or. But how do I know? Be ready for the amazing world of the Discord group. Facts, Iron Lung. Facts. I was looking at that movie Walter sent earlier. Once I was a beehive. How do I... There we go. Ding ding ding. Ding ding ding. So the problem I'm anticipating right now, if I just compile and run this, is it's going to instantly fire all your stuff. Why is your profile picture so different? I don't know, they're different pictures. One is me from one angle, the other is me from a different angle, holding a cookie. So how do I tell? How do I tell? I'm thinking. Yay! Thank you for the follow. What a wonderful morning we're having. Oh nice. Kind-hearted. So we're definitely gonna have to wrap this with some kind of end game. But what is it gonna be? Will that work? Let's see if this works. Remember the old YouTube PFP? I do. Still have that picture. I could bring it back. I had to get rid of it because they were making fun of me, saying I look too cute. Okay, now what's going on? If you just release the attack, or because I put them in, nested them wrong. I like the new one more. Got you, Iron Lung. So why are you not firing? You should be. Your target count is greater than 0. Is the target count not greater than 0? That might be a problem. It's just until. Okay, so I'd like you to share your blend file with me. That cute little mob. It'll fit. How about this dude? Yeah, sure. I guess you can have it. Let me find where it is. It looks so funny. I think it's cute. Let me get assets. I think let's call this. There you go. Although I don't think textures are included, but probably post the texture file too. What am I doing? Get on project pictures. There it is. There you go. Blender file and the texture for free. No charge. You should be able to open it. It's less than 1,000 triangles. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Now, what exactly is making this not? This should be running. You just released attack 4. The lock-on reticles look crazy. I had a lot of fun making that. What if I do this? Why did you send in general? Anyone can have it? I mean, why do I care? It's not like it's a special secret. It's not like a special secret, you know? I don't believe in copyright. I don't like copyright. It's gem, bro. Now, why? Why is this still not behaving the way I'm thinking it? Is it constantly doing it? Is that it? Looks cute and funny. Aw. I think what's going on is it's constantly doing it. So it looks like nothing's happening because it's constantly resetting the animation. So I wonder if there's a little thing I can do. There. This is what the animation tree looks like, because screw Godot. I hate Godot, I'm being honest. I hate Godot, but it's better than Unity and Unreal, so... Oh well. I don't see an option to prevent, like, recalling it, so we're gonna have to do it ourselves. Godot is not for 3D developing. I recommend you Unreal Engine 5. I'm being real. And I'm saying this to be a good friend. You do not know better. You do not know better. Unreal is the most shitty technology in the world. The most ass technology in the world. As it stands right now, when it comes to major game engines, Godot is the best for 3D. Unity is horribly ass. Unreal Engine is horribly ass. Godot is like not horribly ass, it's kind of just regular ass. You might be right. I'm grateful that you're holding an open mind. I'm grateful. Seems to be working pretty good so far. I'm just I'm just kind of it's not working yet, but it's gonna work. That's how we're done. How about that? As it stands right now, there's only one like legitimately good and not incredibly flawed way to make 3D video games. And it is with this game engine, although it might not even be considered a game engine, it's called Raylib. Unfortunately, it's kind of difficult to use. It's a little difficult to use, so that's why I'm not using it right now, but hopefully in the future I will be able to. I'd love to learn more about this little tool, and I recommend anyone who is curious about 3D programming to investigate this and potentially use it themselves, because this is the right way to do things. But right now we're doing the wrong way to do things. I'm going to figure out how to best do the wrong way to do it. So one thing, we're going to have and statement. And this and statement is going to be, I forgot, how do we know if this is playing? How do we know? Not sure how long you will stream for, but we'll join back after my friends left, still going. I'll be here for probably another hour. That's a good benchmark to give you. It's not a long stream. Not a very long stream. You shouldn't use AI slop normally, but AI is only good to tell you where is the problem, and it doesn't make you waste your time. I don't recommend using AI, but you can only use it to find bugs faster. It will just tell you what's missing and you'll complete yourself. I vaguely agree. I don't have any like dogmatic rules about like, oh, is it okay to use AI here? Is it not? There's just, it's pretty plain that like it's not very good. Like I don't know, like sometimes it'll write out like in a like I'm in VS Code and it'll like write out the thing that I want, and like in that case it's convenient. But a lot of the time, like if I press tab, it'll like just completely go insane and like go off in a direction that's stupid, right? So target count. Checking this stuff. I'm just gonna check something really quick and then get to this. This be a bool, and let me check the documentation for what I'm looking for. What is it called? A one shot. Go dot. That's what this will tell us, hopefully accurately, if we are currently in this animation, which is true. Wonderful. Let's see what this does. Printing nothing. Logging up my logs. Log up the log. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Does it work? It's kind of working. We're getting there so far. Slowly but surely. If I jump up here. I need to have a more like controlled way to know if it's doing it correctly. And of course, I don't have any checks for like distance or anything, so if I move away during that, it's gonna kind of freak out. But I'm not too worried. That'll be the easy part. Now in here, I should be able to better tell what's going on. So and then okay, so it is firing at them in the correct order, in the order that they're like selected in. Wonderful. I think the next thing to do is yes, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Alright, let's see. Let's see if this is enough to get the reticles to, like, behave, I guess. No, that broke. That broke thing. Probably because I'm operating on something that doesn't exist. Yeah. Hmm. How are we gonna do this? Hmm. Thinking here. Maybe. Maybe that will work. Just do a little null check. But that isn't a hot loop, so I'm hesitant. But maybe we can make it more optimal later. BRB, alright, you have a wonderful whatever you're doing. S1ML S2SD. S1ML 2SD. Okay. I am stupid. Now we have to figure out the time. .36. This should increase our rate of fire. Look at that, it just works. Wow. That's wonderful. Hi, what's good? Since you left, you got everything working. So, thinking about what I should work on now that everything's working. Maybe we can like fix our player up. Snap our player to the ground. Because right now, even if I put her, and I'm not really sure why. Like, no matter how close to the ground I put her, she's gonna like do a falling animation. I'm not sure why. Like, that's not where I put her. So I'm thinking, whatever. Let me show off my video game. Let me show off my video game. Oh, there we go. So here we go. I look at my kiwis, and they go like this. The target reticles slowly disappear, and she fires the rockets. Now this is not conscious of walls, and you can see it's also not conscious of direction, which I'm gonna want to fix later. But so far this is pretty good. A lot better than what we had when we started, in my opinion. Fully aimbot, ban him for cheating. It's a girl! It's a girl. So I'm wondering if when we initialize our player, we can just player initialize. Do anymore? Is there anything in here I want? Do anymore? Player food. Oh. Player teleport to. Here. Ground rig. Okay. What does it matter? Give her long hair and a body shape to make her look like a girl? Oh god, what happened? Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Oh, but it should be. Leaving such a baby for. But there are biblical reasons why I don't like Landorez her as a woman. But I don't think anyone's trying to get Bible beaten today. But I do have reasons. So, and why does she have an RPG? Because it's her job. It's employment. And that's probably the best explanation, like, story-wise. Now, why is this happening? Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Is it because our camera? Is it because our camera is being done? Wonder. So if I put this in the camera initialization, which I don't like, it sounds pretty dumb to me. Okay, at least it makes me feel better that it's still broken. Although now I'm confused as to why it's broken. I thought it was we were referencing eat something, I got you, and have a wonderful meal just in case I'm gone before you get back. Should give it a break, it's not healthy. Just walk inside your home a little bit. I mean, I got work. I got work in like 30 minutes, you know what I mean? I'm chilling. Addicts. No. But you're absolutely right though. There is no honor in like sleep deprivation. And to be honest, most people who talk about being sleep deprived, they're lying. But you have a wonderful morning. Now, how am I going to get the player to do? I need to clean some of this up. This thing is just named whatever, because I didn't want to come up with a good name at the time. Which, in my defense, I don't even know what to classify this thing as. I don't know how to name it. Oh. thinking. See if any of my textures are really big. Sometimes that happens. We're using 11 megabytes. 11 MBs. Whoa, what's going on? I wonder if it was my targets didn't have enough like reticles for the targets? Is that it? Still seems to work. Robot OSTs. This is, oh. Hmm. Got that sound effect. After such a long time, it has gotten a little bit. Hello, little guy. Where am I looking at? Oh yeah, teleport. So why, when we initialize, What? Something happened that made me too short? There we go. I don't need to. How do you get the what? This is from documentation. It doesn't work. Maybe? No? I don't know, not sure. I think we're gonna have to figure this out tomorrow. But it's been a wonderful live stream. It's about time for me to go. As you can see, my screen has turned red to tell me that I need to get ready. So it's been wonderful. Thank you everyone who came by. Yeah, we'll do more live stream, more game deving when I get home. Very excited. Let's do a little final little push. There we go. Alright. Alright, goodbye everybody. Goodbye.